June knocked on the door. And it's not just the season. That the only thing hotter than Hanoi Street. It's your electricity bill. It's also the season. The most intense wars revolve around Pride Month. I know that's enough. We don't discriminate against AI here. To welcome a season of Pride. In the midst of Hanoi's 60-degree heat, soon there will be a video about the LGBT community IQ+. She has appeared in the anime Manga. Get ready to put on your seatbelt and open up a little bit. Lego. It begins with the legendary childhood Sailor Moon. I think most AIs know about the manga. This anime knows about the couple. The most famous female couple in the magical world. It's also a living testament to same-sex love. Anime from the 1990s. Haruka with tomboy style and big block section car. Often joke that secretly defeating the enemy is to freak people out because of their cool looks. While Michiru feminized exquisite and plays via Harry as Blow, we believe that the true power lies in the heart. With Naoko Takeuchi, the fact that they love each other is like eating rice every day. No need to hide. She said that when she painted Haruka and Michiru. You just think simple. If they feel they belong together, why do I have to write a script that scares them? The result is Sailor Moon. It became one of the first manga series, publicly an authentic lesbian relationship, without tagging, or just for Yuri's favorite audience. It makes people nervous because it's too cool. Haruka and Michiru proved that in the Sailor universe, love is not limited by gender. It's only limited by the reach of the sword. When they first put on their suits, the world's sailors realized sometimes the most powerful magic. It's not from the earth or the moon. It's for the simplest reason. As long as we have each other. And if you think it's just romance, try watching Haruka drive a motorcycle with Michiru. Besides, you will surely believe that same-sex love can also be cool. That no one dared to touch. But you thought they were beer beauties. Sailor Moon's only beer. No. Let me show you one. Maybe fewer people will know about it. Psycho stepped into the spotlight. Sailor Moon S as a flexible wind can just appear in a masculine suit, just transformed into a gentle girl, as Sailor Starfighter. That's why the character, it is said to be a representative of the community. Gender fluid, those flexible sex. Sei's concept of gender fluid doesn't just lie in. He changes to you or me smoothly. Sei just like that without hiding. Naoko Takeuchi probably knew too much about Seiya when creating this character, both bold and ingenious. But I want to tell the world that AI also has the right to transform and love in my own way. Seiya is not only the elite warrior in the anime universe, it's also the flexibility with the greatest power. Let's continue with a masterpiece. There are also a lot of hints about the rainbow characters in a very clear way. The author does not deny it. Attack on Titan. Maybe many of you don't know, but Hanjoi, that's one of the cases. The most typical for breaking all misery to Ra. In anime, they identify themselves as genderqueer and always use the pronoun they. They make both allies and the audience wonder. In the correct role, Hanji doesn't just impress with curiosity, science, and unlimited passion for Titans. It's also because of how they display their personal power. Gentle but tenacious, funny but decisive. Under thick glasses and the smile is always bright. Hanji, to convey the message that gender is just a concept. It's possible. It's only through feeling and wisdom that you truly define yourself. And next to Hanjis for eyes, then we have another pair of extremely famous edges. It can be said that most people ship enthusiastically to cry because they're just as enthusiastic. Emil and Historia. The Emir is a mysterious wanderer. The eyes are as sharp as the experience. Before meeting Historia, he used the name Krister and shouldered the heavy burden of the throne. The Emir lives outside the wall. I don't believe in class or court etiquette. She confessed that she was only interested in eating and surviving. But right from the moment Krista dose, I saved a partner. Emir understood that his heart was missing. Just for this little girl. History, on the contrary, growing up in the guise of a feeble princess, with long golden hair and buds, smile shy, as a front for a secret anti-Malier network. You always struggle between duty and longing to be true to himself. When Emiya reveals the identity of the transformative titan, he sacrificed his life to protect the city. That moment turned her terrors into evidence. Strongest for same-sex love. No shouting, no noise, just two souls understanding each other. From silently shielding Historia from the soldiers, sometimes both are simple. Sitting head-to-head in the darkness of the mine. Their relationship, it's always built on absolute trust. This couple didn't just make a moment. Review of Attack on Titan. It also teaches us that sometimes the most sincere love germinated from the most fragile moments. After Emiya decided to leave with Rainer and Bertolt, she wrote a letter to Historia. Express your feelings and regrets. With the beginning of sending you my beloved Historia. And ends with, what I regret most is not marrying you. I love you, Emiya, if you look here. They still deny that they love each other. Are we going to see the same movie? Life and death separated. It's probably the taste of the authors who write for couples. Beer in the case of Ash Lynx and Ago Kumura. It's a testament to a friendship as sweet as syrup, but as sour as a squeezed lemon. When both boys, 10-year-old couple caught in a spiral, crime and violence in New York City. Ash is both cold and melancholy. I carry in my heart the wounds of the past and the desire for freedom. Only really innocent when next to Egg. The young Japanese reporter always looked at life with clear eyes. Every time Egg worried Ash, "Are you okay?" And Ash respond with a smile or a proud nod. It's a team moment where people dance, not just for words of love or like. It's by an invisible thread called trust, no matter how violent the world turns. This couple doesn't need silver screen kisses to touch the audience. Just sad eyes before the kiss. Or a steady shoulder to lean on, by Akemi Yoshida, have skillfully woven a relationship of theirs. Sometimes quiet, sometimes it's sensational, but always makes the viewer's heart throb. Ash and Ag are not just a couple, a lead double of Banana Fish. It's proof that in the darkest of darkness, just someone who believes in you, there was enough reason to live on. Well, they must be roommates. Best friend, colleague, or something, right? If you think that's true, it seems like you're still fooling yourself. Maybe he will be a character that many of you have. Surprised or no? Forgetting because you don't want to face the truth. Kikunojo, also known as Aikiku. He is one of the most special characters in One Piece. Not only because of her appearance as an Edo lady, but also because of the strong and arrogant inner, proud as a true warrior. She is a member of the Akazayan 9, the samurai who supported the Kozuki clan, and at the same time one of the rare ones. Dare to live true to your identity. My world, in a world full of prejudice. Born male in Wano, an extremely conservative feudal state, Kikunoyo has always identified herself as a woman. It's natural and doesn't need to be explained. She uses watashi in Japanese, usually used by women and called bakuno kimochi Washington Ona. I am a woman in my soul, but Kikunoyo is a good swordsman. He faced off against formidable enemies like Orochi or Kaido without flinching. The beauty of Kikunoyo lies in its blend of femininity, graceful and indomitable martial artist spirit. You can meticulously pour soft tea while you're talking, but when you're ready to swing your sword for good, that's why SAO, you're not just a symbol of Lgbtqia plus, rare in One Piece. It's also one of the most inspiring and positive models, the most exciting, for the whole audience, and the people who are with you on the mono liberation journey. Najimi Osana, it's one of the most interesting and unpredictable characters from the series. Komi can't communicate. Since appearing, Najimi has made both the characters in the story and the audience in real life extreme confusion, with an eternal question. Is this guy a boy or a girl? And the official answer is no. In manga original Komi-san Washington Komi Shoujo Desu, author Tomohito Oda confirmed. Najimi is a disobedient character. Any gender is fixed. That is, gender flexibility or outside the two worlds is male and female. There's never been a claim that Najimi is a non-binary in direct style, but throughout the manga, the characters are constantly having trouble identifying their gender. Nature of Najimi. Even teachers don't know how to write. What is her gender in the profile? Najimi's personality is also fluid, exactly like their gender identity. It's sweet and pancakes. Sometimes they are like village boys. It's cold when it explodes. That's why Najimi easily makes friends with most people, even though sometimes it makes them tiresome. Najimi becomes the perfect representative for outsiders too. Non-binary, gender fluid is funny and graceful. To be true to yourself without asking permission, standing next to rigid gender stereotypes. Najimi is present without specific labels. No need to explain it out loud. Just be yourself. It's a pretty cool case that also needs to be popularized. Many people must have known Tengen Uzui and his wife Suma, Makio and Hinatsuru, right? It's not just a group of talented boys and girls in Demon Slayer. It's also a rare and bold example of a relationship. Polyamorous. is shown positively on the anime screen. In the original by Lgbtqia Haru, this set of 3 spouses was not built as a trick. Shocking but totally serious in sentiment. Take care and worrying about each other. Especially between the wives, there is also a marked attachment. Many international viewers and fans have said that Tangen and his wife are both living in a poly relationship, full of love and respect for each other. It's not just about sex or power, which is extremely rare in the vast majority of popular culture products. Japan on Suma. Some people think she has bisexual characteristics, love both male and female. Based on the circumstances, you show a somewhat obsessive interest, not just with Tingun, but with the other 2 sisters. Master. The author does not directly confirm her sexual orientation, but the WBA wives always stand together. They love each other and are jealous of each other, has made the late-night community overjoyed. This is clearly a relationship that extends beyond boundaries. The tradition of love. If you see this name, and your head pops up with an image of AI, then I'm sure. Surely we're thinking the same thing. In a world where revelation is everyday, Shinji Ikari and Kaworu Nagiser, it's the couple who shocked the audience to the core. Just saw the contract. Oh, how wrong is that? Shinji, boy emotionally abandoned by his father and always pushed into the driver's seat ever. In a mood I don't want to but still have to. Seemed to breathe a sigh of relief at seeing Kaworu for the first time, and Kaworu, the entity that brings true angelic beauty, appeared as the first light. Shinji, seen after 10 episodes of Evangeline's depression specialty. Shinji's call is adorable. Hold your hand, listen and be the only one who makes Shinji blush really. Even though their relationship has never been confirmed, frankly, it's romantic. In the original, but from the eye gesture to the way Kaworu sacrificed for Shinji, the fan community has nodded the sex. This is gay canon off the table. Hideaki Anus, the father of Evangeline, once said that he wanted this feeling. It can be a deep friendship, or a love that can't speak. But you know that if a boy is in a psychological crisis but blush when others hold hands and praise easily, love, then this friendship is really going beyond friends. After 10 centuries, Shinji Kaworu couple, keep your place in the LGBTQ+ community as a late-night symbol in the grim mecha universe. A fragile moment, gentle and full of salvation, between the wreckage of humanity and the soul, and also holds a strong position in the meme village. If you claim to be a fan of JoJo, Araki fans but also homophobic, I don't know. Go read JoJo again. In the colorful and eccentric world of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, some Lgbtqia+ characters not only bring a new wind in terms of secularism and personality, it also helps to confirm the message. It's about diversity and acceptance. It's not just the side characters that flash up, but also the main characters or the main villains. It also contributes to strengthening this gender diversity. The first is Dio Brando, the greatest villain of all, Phantom Blood and Stardust Crusaders. In addition to being the vassal of unparalleled power, it's also recognized by author Hirohiko Araki as bisexual. Attachment. Bisexual. In an interview with Eureka magazine 2007, it's not just about power and immortality, Dio. It's a very complicated relationship with both women and men, which further accentuates the supernatural and seductive nature. His death. Next up is Scarlet Valentine, the president in Steel Ball Run. She is a serious wife, but full of Fanny Valentine. In the original, Araki reveals that Scarlet is bisexual, loving my husband wholeheartedly, but also don't hesitate to share tenderness. Talk to your female colleagues in government. She appeared for the first time in public as a powerful and skillful woman, and Scarlet's bisexuality, confirmed by the author in a 2020 fan conference. Full fighters, plankton organisms. Exotic body grows into a human body in Stone Ocean. It's a great symbol for the genderless world. No men, no women. God is a loving, living planet. Full Fighters gets Jolene. Kyujo and his teammates save lives from the living rock, and since then they've called her. To make it easy to say do, fighters like to transform into women. The nature of Full Fighters. It's completely beyond the conventional gender definition. Sobe and Gelato. 2 members of the group lost the gold medal. Offenders in Vento Oreo. Sobe with long hair and smile. Cold always kindly next to Gelato. The assistant is quiet. Their relationship was not officially declared. Many fans believe that they are gay, and was secretly given by Araki. Rare moments of love in front of the screen. A combination of arrogant Sobe and tender Gelato. That makes this couple cute villains. Can't forget Tiziano and Squalo. 2 cold-blooded assassins in the same section. It's a secret romance. Tiziano favors dude outfits with umbrellas as weapons, while Squalo with half a scar and a careless demeanor Stay close to your team, though never uttered a sweet word in the middle of battle. Their mutual respect and protection were engraved through every gunfight scene, show that Araki has subtly built a friendship beyond the boundaries of gay, and many underground fans realize it's an underground gay love story. Even if it's not a couple, I think I should be redundant. It's how they treat each other. Always go gay if you tell them they're good friends. Let's take a look. Are you and your best friend like that? Yes, I think you should ask. Your brother sees what the relationship between us is. A very new character in the latest series. JoJo Len's Dragona Joestar is a transgender girl. Transgender woman with a funny and touching story. Dragona grew up as a little girl. Favorite skirt and frequent tease brother Jodio. The transition of the Dragona is confirmed via a status line of the French editor. Very loud, very clear. And she has earned the admiration of the fan community for her grace, your confidence and humor. These characters, each one looks. It wasn't JoJo's bizarre adventure. There's no room for prejudice. They are true to themselves. Fight hard. And above all, evidence for a universe that's strange. It is freedom. Saint Clown Ranma Saodome. Who? The name has gone into legend with the classic slip down the cursed spring in China and wake up in form. A bright red-haired girl. Yeah, you didn't hear it wrong. The main character of Ranma 1/2, Rumiko Takahashi's hit manga series, is a teenage boxer who can transition temporarily with just a bowl of cold water. Whenever she gets cold water, Ranma turns into a girl. The hot water will return you to your original masculine state. It's a funny and quite revolutionary whistle. In terms of gender, even though Ranma isn't exactly a gender-fluid character in the modern sense, because you didn't choose your gender, you were throughout cursed. The story, Ranma lives very flexibly in both forms. You don't hate the female body. Many times even take advantage of it to gain an advantage. In combat, negotiate or eat for free at the noodle shop. Ranma often wears women's clothes when necessary. Natural communication in both forms. And not afraid to use female appearance to bury others. It's a form of behavior that's quite consistent with gender fluid. I'm sure there are also some people who are super passionate about female drama. I'm already in there. Look 7749 tailored suits for female drama. The drama male. A billion years of clothing is how biased it is. The author Rumiko Takahashi has never claimed Ranma law LGBTQ+, but it's this ambiguity that makes the character become a symbol for those who feel like they're not lying down into traditional sex boxes. In a 1991 interview, Takashi shared that Ranma 1/2 is not just about a comedy series. It's also a social experiment about gender identity and gender roles. In contemporary Japanese society, many queer people, especially those who are genderqueer or non-binary, has found deep empathy with Ranma, living between two states that are expected by society to behave in the right way, but inside is free. Flexible doesn't want to be framed. Ranma thus became a symbol of Lgbtqia+, unofficially but very well loved. Especially in the international fan community, you don't need labels to be real. You just need one. The cold water and indomitable spirit of a gender-fluid warrior. Ryugi Aikawa is also known as Yuka. He's a character in the Blue Period, outstanding manga series by Yamaguchi Tsubasa. The pursuit of art and the search for personal identity. From the beginning, Yuka has attracted readers by her feminine appearance, fashion style, breakaway and personality. Is not afraid via touch. But behind the lipstick and the heavy dresses, Yuka is a complicated journey of gender identity that the work exploits with sensitivity and sincerity. Ryu. Identify yourself as someone who does not fully belong to one gender. It's a clear expression of genderqueer identity. For most of the story, Yuka wears makeup and claims to be boku, a pronoun often used for male, and express an internal conflict about, do I really want to live like a girl, or are just resisting social and family coercion? Especially the relationship between Yuka and the main character Yatora, a young boy exploring the world of art, where the questions about gender and acceptance is deeply entrenched. But it's also very mundane. Yuka is not a character, has completed the identification process, and that's also the point. This character represents those who are on a journey. Understand you're not ready or don't need a clear label. In an impressive dialogue scene, Yuka once told Yatora, I want to be loved like this person. No need to define. It's like summing up the desire of so many late-night people in a world with too many boundaries. Author Yamaguchi Tsubasa once said behind the scenes that Yuka is a character built from personal experience and social observation as a way to expand the conversation about gender. In modern Japanese youth, there's no genderqueer in the story, but it's clear through behavior. Yuka's feelings and expressions. Readers recognize this as a two-part character. It doesn't fit in male or female, and I don't want that either. Hana in Tokyo Godfathers is one of the trans female characters MTF. Beautifully built, the most touching and profound in the anime world. Not in a hyperbolic or humorous way, but honest, compassionate, and full of love. He is one of the three main characters in the movie. Satoshi Kon director. Hana is not only a prominent representative of the community, Lgbtqia+ in anime, it's also a symbol of unconditional love, tolerance, and even the silent loneliness that many trans people have to carry around their entire lives. Hana used to be a jazz singer, working at a gay bar, where she's both the CA and the soul of the small community. After a big event, including breakups and rejection from the family, she became homeless on the streets of Tokyo. Even in harsh circumstances, Hana still retains her humorous optimism, humor, and especially a gentle heart full of altruism. Throughout the journey of the film, when three homeless people, Hana, Jin, and Miyuki, I happened to see an abandoned baby on Christmas Eve. Hana immediately saw it as a gift from God, claiming to be the baby's mother. What's special about Hana isn't just gender identity, it's how Tokyo Godfathers respect that. No one in the movie denies her gender. You are called mother, claiming to be a woman, and myself. The story never turns out that you're transgender into a joke or something to mock. This is very rare in anime. In the early 2000s, a period in which late-night characters are often grossly portrayed, one-sided, or simply to make fun of, Hana is a mother not in the biological sense, but it's the most beautiful embodiment of maternal love. Bride love sacrifice. Be sensitive and always put others before yourself. You take care. The child seemed to be making amends for the mistakes of his life, but at the same time the way to reassert value and identity, that a transgender woman, you can be a true mother. You can still love and be loved. Japanese social context, where trans people are often stigmatized and invisible. Hana is a pioneering figure not only in cinema, but also in human storytelling. Tokyo Godfathers. I never had to shout. Hana is a character LGBTQ+, because you're clearly present in every gesture. Speak and act like a whole person. No labels needed. No need to ask permission to exist. In Card Captor Sakura, also known as Sakura, the card leader, two Toya characters, Kinomoto and Yukito Tsukishiro, has portrayed one of the most tender same-sex relationships and most discreet in anime 1090s. There's no need for direct confessions or public kissing scene. The relationship between Toya and Yukito is still delicate, sincere, and beyond the conventional definition of friendship. It's a rare and precious thing. At the time the film aired, Toya is Sakura's brother, is a calm person, attentive, and always silently protect his sister Yukito. Toya's very best friend was a gentle student. It is also the human form of Yui, one of the two guardians of the Claw cards. Right from the first episodes, the viewer was able. I can feel the connection between these two characters. From eyes to eyes, take care when people are tired. To the Thoyer, he gave up his magical powers to save Yukito, an act of sacrifice and deep affection. The Clamp, the famous female authors behind the series, has confirmed that the relationship between Toya and Yukito is love, and that's an integral one zeroth in the storyline. What's worth saying is, Cardcaptor Sakura is an anime for kids and broadcast on public television, but still dare, allowing a same-sex relationship. It's presented in a beautiful way. It's gentle and it's not stigmatized or seen as a problem. This is a brave and humane move by Clam. That's also the reason why they've always been loved by the Lgbtqia+ community. Yukito and Toya are not flawed side characters. Vaguely, they have really developed emotions, and they're built as human beings, with true love. Don't let the main character die to create a drama. Their relationship is a natural part of the story, not judged or judged, and maybe that's what it is. It makes it special and timeless. In the magical world of Sakura, Toya and Yukito don't need any miracles, because the love between them is already a miracle. And finally, I had to put my waifu on the field. Hikari Kuina in Alice in Borderland is a trans woman figure MTF. Rare in survival movies, stress and banging substance action. In the bloody world of Alice in Borderland, where people are pushed to the limits of their survival, Kina doesn't just exist. You assert yourself. Kina first appeared as a charming woman, agile and cold, especially good at games that require intelligence and reflexes. However, the truth about her gender is only revealed gradually through the recollection of the past. In an emotional segment, you can see Hikari in the real world, born with a male body, But from a young age, I became aware of my female identity. In that memory, Kina struggled with the stern father, a master of traditional martial arts. You can't accept that your child is different. Family conflicts, pressure from gender stereotypes and feelings. The rejection forced Kina to leave the house, go out and live true to your true self. In the midst of an uneasy society, this detail not only contributes to the explanation, the independent robustness of Kina, but it also shows your diversity. Not just a shrewd survival warrior, Kina is also a woman who has overcome battles, the most intense inner, to be able to stay true to your identity. You're not reduced to your gender identity. It's not overly tragic. Instead, Hikari Kuina appears as an independent character, interesting and has strong vitality, just fighting for survival, just silently fighting to be yourself. And that's why she's become a symbol of resilience and the pride of the Lgbtqia plus community. In the world of manga, Japanese anime and live action, not by magic, but by human sleep. And that's all the characters in the rainbow community that I caught. I can't help myself during my journey as a princess. If you see any rainbow characters that I haven't mentioned yet, don't be afraid to leave a comment below the comment section. And if you belong, Team Afraid of the Rainbow, I wish you to open your heart soon so that the world can have more fun.